Sure, I'll give an opening statement. Jaron Hall is going to start against Arizona. He's had a great camp and he earned the job. And the other guys have played well, and it was a great battle. I've never gone that far into camp, giving everybody equal reps, but I felt like it was warranted in this case, and we did more team 11-on-11 reps than I've ever done in my career, and Jaron earned the job. I told the QBs yesterday, you know, we talked about it a week ago. They've sort of known how this was shaping up, and you know, this isn't my decision. This was decided on the field by their play, and Jaron deserves this opportunity. Still believe in those other guys, but I'm really excited to see Jaron play against Arizona.
All right, Jake, and then Mitch.
Yeah, A-Rod, how different is Jaron's game now as it was compared to maybe 2 years ago?
Similar game to what you guys have seen when he's played before, but I would say he's just more of a veteran player now. He's been around a long time. He's been through a lot, and he really knows our offense better now than he did then. And I think just the time of being in the program is going to serve him well when he gets out there. And same thing goes for Baylor. I mean, Baylor's a veteran player, so we have a lot of trust in him as well. But I just think, you know, yeah, what you've seen Jaron do before is what I expect to see him do again. Just expect him to be a little bit more efficient, a little bit more sound at managing situations and understanding the full game.
Aaron, what have Baylor and Jacob told you their plans are now after this decision?
I think they plan on being at practice tomorrow, as far as I know.
I just asked because the presence of the transfer portal is all.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, I mean, those two guys, from my experience with them, those guys are high character, competitive guys. They understand this game. It's not easy to go through 12 games with one QB. It doesn't happen very often. And these guys are all young. I mean, everybody forgets they're talking about 2 sophomores and a freshman. So, you know, I'm not even thinking about anything like that. If they are, then I don't know about it.
Okay, Jay, go ahead.
Yeah, Aaron, any decision yet on the backup quarterback or the scout team quarterback or anything? I'm not sure if we'll see an official depth chart or not.
Yeah, well, that competition is ongoing. If the game was today, Baylor would be second. We'll keep competing all season, you know, and that goes for the starter too. You know, Jaron's not dumb. He knows he's got to go play well. There's good players behind him, and I expect him to do that, though. I have a lot of confidence that he's going to play great. But all those guys know that in this program, competition is ongoing all the time at every position, and so we'll keep working there. And I do have a system where I can still give reps to both backup quarterbacks during the season. I've been doing it for a couple of years now, and I've found a way that I think is effective at keeping the starter ready, but also, you know, keeping other guys improving and ready to play in case they're needed. And I think it's worked out well for the last 2 seasons.
All right, we'll take second round of questions. Jake, go ahead.
Yeah, Aaron, when it comes to Jaron, how much concern is there with regards to his health status? Obviously, we saw him play in those 2 games. He left both games early in 2019. Yeah,
that was unfortunate, but I'm can't really worry about that. You know, it's been 2 years. He's been practicing with us now all last spring, all fall camp. He's looking great, and we're going to go play. And you know, we obviously, we're not a reckless offense. We want to protect our quarterback. We don't, you know, we take care of our QBs as much as we can in pass protections, and but everybody knows our quarterbacks are going to run a little bit every game, and that's part of the game. And but you know, I personally, I think those were fluky things. You know, his injuries of the past. I don't consider him an injury-prone guy. He's a really tough kid. He works as hard as anybody in this program. He's in great shape. And he's one of the best athletes on this team, and I expect him to, you know, be ready to play just like any other QB in this program has played.
Mitch, go ahead.
Yeah, Coach. What were some of the big leaps maybe you've seen in Jaron's game this camp that maybe you hadn't seen in previous years with him being in the program?
Just his command of the overall offense. Just he looks like he's in control out there. He knows what we're doing. Everything from pass protections to his reads in the passing game. We ask him to do quite a bit in the run game. Our quarterbacks probably do more in the run game than people realize. He does a lot of good things there as far as getting us to the right plays. He just looks like a veteran player so far in camp, and now it's time to go show that he can do that in a game. He took really good care of the ball. That was an important part of fall camp. Was Jaron had the fewest turnovers and the most explosive plays, and those are two very important things for a quarterback.
Jay, go ahead.
Aaron, you probably noticed Arizona is going to go with the dreaded double quarterback, whatever you call it, the co-starters. Did you ever consider that for your guys? What's your philosophy on that sort of strategy?
We were going to go with the 3 quarterback. just kidding. No, I didn't consider that, no. And I thought we had enough team reps in practice that we were able to settle it on the field. And Kalani was great. Our defense was great about lots of 11-on-11 football. We had to sacrifice a few individual periods, so sometimes we're coaching techniques from team reps instead of where you might be coaching techniques from individual drills. And but I thought it was well worth it, and it gave us a large enough body of work to really see all those guys play. They had equal reps with the first team. It wasn't like one of them was only getting reps with the third team O-line or something like that. They all had equal reps with first team O-line, first team receivers, all the way through. And so that gave us the information we needed to sort this out the way it did.
Okay, Jake, last question.
Yeah, Aaron, Jaron, I think by some, is labeled as a dual threat quarterback. How would you label him as a quarterback in terms of his overall skill set? I
would agree with that. I mean, we've seen him do it. I think all of our quarterbacks are dual threats, though, and that won't change. As long as I'm here, I'm going to keep recruiting quarterbacks that can do both. I think that's the nature of the game these days, is if you have a quarterback that's a threat to run or that can extend plays, make plays with his feet, that's a huge part of the game, huge part of our offense.
All right, thanks, Coach Roderick.
Thank you.